Aloha, world, and welcome to our very first episode of The Queer and the Queen. I'm your in house queer, Jacoby Jones, and
I'm Raquel, your in-house queen.
yes. Okay, so we're going to be bringing you everything from pop culture to gay events to news to comedies to just our funny
Fashion.
fashion girl to our funny, witty experiences and expressions on life, love, and everything else underneath this, the sun. Okay, so in most current news that I have seen, which it just fascinated me but also broke my heart, was this of Lady Gaga. Her apparently her dog sitter or dog walker was shot
Mm.
while walking her dog.
Oh,
She has three dogs, right? These three dogs. Now the two here, the with the red arrows underneath them, those were the dogs that were
got it.
kidnapped. So she has three dogs. Her dog walker is walking them, minding his business. He was attacked by a car of men, shot, and they took two dogs and one dog ran away and they didn't get all the dogs. Now, my question is, was it an inside job or not?
That's an
Like,
inside job.
you know what I
Unless
mean?
someone's
Like,
just going around the neighborhood stealing freaking
and who
dogs.
does that though? I mean, like I have known some crackheads who have been like, they come up with this master man, this scheme where they just want to go like do some outlandish shit that don't make no sense, but it makes sense, and they drugged out mine. Like I'm gonna go just rob a person walking down the street. You know what I mean? Like I've known people like that growing up. Hell, I've dated people like that,
Oh,
unfortunately.
oh
But
wow.
like
That's sad.
it
Poor
to
thing.
me is just like who does that? Like you said, the guy was
Well,
walking down the street, the dog he got shot, and then I was thinking too, inside job, but he got shot. But then I was thinking maybe getting shot was a part of the inside
part
job.
of the
Like
plan.
he wasn't a part of it. You know what I mean?
Oh, because I mean,
Some
they
double oh
do.
007
What are
shit,
those?
girl.
No, for real. They look like what purebred Frenchies or Boston Terriers or whatever they are. They're
Um, French bulldogs.
they look like Frenchies. Those are very expensive dogs.
Yeah,
People probably knew who he was, and he probably knew what he had access to. So you
yeah.
could breed those dogs and you make that money. I don't even
Yeah,
know how
and the
much.
question is too, was he like yeah, I didn't think about that, girl. Like,
I'm
get the
trying to
dogs
say.
and breed them. I had a cousin who had blue nose pits, real
Yeah, pit
pit,
bulls.
and
Yeah.
she had one when her dog was pregnant, and
Mhm.
she ended up having like 8 or 12 puppies or something like that.
And they
And
sold
they
them.
left and went to no, they left and went to the grocery store one day and came home. The front door was kicked in, and the dog was there, and all the puppies were stolen. So
No
I
way.
didn't even think about that aspect, but you're right. Somebody could maybe they didn't even know they were Lady Gaga's because she is offering because people love their animals and she's worth
Yeah.
like over $100 million. She's offering a $500,000 reward for her dogs to be returned,
Right.
250 for each dog, which is a better deal if you're
Well,
trying to breed
the
them.
message is out. The message is
But
out.
then, 9 times out of 10, I can't, like, you're gonna have to be wiring me money to an offshore account. I mean, you just can't, it's too complicated at that point. To
Why
once
is your mind
you
so
done committed the
expensive?
crime, you know what I mean? If you return them, it's just, it's gonna get back to you. How are you gonna get the money unless you like leave a suitcase on the subway somewhere? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you. You said the third one ran away.
Yeah, the one in the middle, the black one, he ran away. He
Yeah,
was okay. They found him.
that nigga
He's
was
fine.
smart. That nigga
The
was
black
smart.
one got away, girl. The black one got away, right?
That nigga was
Straight
smart.
up. But
Well,
in
I
all
wish.
seriousness, though, I wish her well. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, that's
Like,
what I'm saying. I wish her the best though. Like, and I wish the guy who got shot, her dog walker, the best too. And you guys are trifling. But I'm gonna say we are in a time where things are tight and people are doing anything a little strange to get a piece of change. So you already know that's your
it's
saying to
true.
me.
You don't know how. It's mentioning that things are hard in these times. I have
Mhm.
had so many friends who I never would have thought have created OnlyFans and stuff like that just because the pandemic
Hmm.
hit and it's just like I gotta do what I gotta do.
Shit is
I have
real.
not gone that far yet.
Hmm.
But you're right. Times are hard and people are doing what they gotta do. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
queen, I
Because
do not need to do these things.
I'm the in-house queer girl, and I ain't even done it yet. All my friends, they out there, spread eagle. But no,
Anyway, we're not gonna talk about
right. But you know what? And another current topic was I have found interesting. Good luck to you, Lady Gaga. And but what I've
yeah.
also found interesting is this Kim and Kanye separation. For one,
Is
what
it
is
separation?
divorce, full on divorce. But
Divorce.
what I have found, what was shocking to me, for one, is that
Mhm.
she stayed so long. For two, she's blacker than he is in the aspect of she is like, and she's getting people out of prison. She's trying to reform the system, and this man is wearing MAGA hats trying to run for president and shit. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
I also saw that she said that it was written somewhere. I think one of these blogs was that him running for president was the last straw, and his psychotic break. She can't take it
Yeah,
anymore.
and he is bipolar. He was
Yeah.
diagnosed bipolar. So it's like that in itself is not even a joke at this point. That in itself is a lot to deal with within a
Mhm.
relationship, especially one, if the person's not willing to get help for it, and two, just dealing with it on a regular basis. You have, and they have what, 3 children at this point?
Four.
Well, that's what she's being a mother, and she's like, I
Yeah, I
don't
guess you're right.
know.
You're right. Their prenup is ironclad, so they're not gonna fight over money. They're worth two
Also,
point three billion dollars together. He has a billion, she has a billion. They're just gonna walk away with their money. But also, I read that she is not going to fight him in any kind of custody or visitation or anything like that. Now, I that shocked me because I think the nigga is crazy. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't want my kids around him unsupervised and shit, and he can have an episode. You know what I mean? Like,
it's that, and then also there were levels where he was controlling over her just expression. She's like,
yeah,
he didn't want her to dress too provocatively or whatever
right,
at the point, and she's still Kim Kardashian.
right.
He's
This is what
Kanye
I
West.
made. This is why I have my own $1 billion. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
so
Like, I'm not making homeless people clothes and tennis shoes from Mars. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but he has been looking lost lately, and for any woman, by all
right.
means, I'm happy. Go your way. She
And you
had to
know the
find her
thing too
happiness.
is like I love his music. He's a musical genius, but I've seen it too in so many other celebrity cases, I guess, where these amazingly talented people are like
Mhm.
narcissism to the extreme, like when it comes to like
I,
self-righteousness and like I am God kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I think that boy got lost. No funny after his mother passed. Kanye
Well, you
changed.
see, I think he was lost while his mama was here. I just think that I think he was always himself, even while his mother was here. I just think that with
Okay.
his mother being gone, no one's controlling him. His mother could tell him, "You need to shut the fuck up and sit down."
Yeah.
But you just
Okay.
said some
So,
off the wall
oh,
shit. You can't be talking like that. You know what I mean? You
lack of
got to think
country.
about
Got
shit.
it.
He don't got nobody to make him think anymore, so his brain is just running amok. You know what I
Oh
mean?
wow. Oh yeah. I know. I totally understand. I wanted to say that he's a Gemini, but I don't own him
Is
at
he
all. I
one of
don't.
us, girl?
Yes, he is.
Oh shit!
And he one of you. I think he is June Gemini too. So yeah.
I think you're right. We gonna have look. Can you look that up?
Oh, I usually
That would
just
be
spit
so
facts.
interesting. My
No, I'm
birthday's
telling you.
June 9th, and yours
And
is
I
May
May 29th.
twenty
Yes.
ninth. Okay.
The
Yeah.
greats were born.
Right,
so,
right. When the stars align. True story.
so, but no, that's a lot. He's finding himself, and she doesn't want to find him with him at this point, so she going her way.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
this
true.
is.
It's true.
Gemini or not. Mm-mm-mm. Kanye birthday.
And it's just like I wish there was a way you could help these people wake up and recognize that the way you think is not the only way up to a right path. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to this bipolarness and like they get so on their
Yes.
what's the word, the medical term that they have,
Uh,
manicness, when they're
yeah, it's
manic.
a manic episode. It's a
Yeah,
manic episode.
you can't tell them shit. Like I've seen it before in people that I've
Yeah, me
known,
too.
and it's just
Yeah.
like,
It's
oh
almost scary. It can be scary, no funny.
yeah.
It can definitely be scary, but it's not about turning them away or running from it. It's either trying, if you love them for real, which she said she has, try to get them help. But it's as much as they want to help themselves with it, kind of. You know?
Well, I wish Kanye all the
Wishing them
best.
both well. Wish the
Wishing
babies well
all the
too.
best. So,
And
okay, this picture's a
wait,
little cut off. Wait, did you find his
his
birthday?
birthday, yeah, it's June 8th.
Oh, The
Wait,
day
is it?
before mine. Oh,
It sure is.
I need you to get
You
it
guys are
together,
kin.
Kanye.
Ah!
Okay, moving on to another pop culture topic that cracked me up is Tory Hot Chicken Grease Lanes. This boy was caught on the basketball field. Now, I'm not one to totally judge because my hair, I've started to lose hair as I've aged from my 20s to my 30s, but it ain't this bad. It ain't chicken grease bad yet. It's not. I'm not there. But what I want to know is because I saw it was a full blown video, right?
Mhm.
He showed up to a basketball court with his
Why
hat
are you
on.
wrong? Stop being
It's
wrong.
just so funny with his hat on and got so into the game. He took that hat off and said, fuck it. And threw that hat down and just kept
He
running.
was
Now,
getting hot. I
also
think
though,
it's.
because I mean, I was paying attention to
Mhm.
everything, right? Because I was thinking, why would he do this to himself? Like, who told him that this was a good idea? And I think that he was on something because I was watching like his eyes. He was just like so into the
Oh,
game, and I was just
kind of
like,
like the Megan Thee Stallion night. One of those nights where I'm saying
right, wait a
sorry, but I didn't
minute,
do
wait a
nothing.
minute. He's the one who shot her. I didn't even put that together. Oh, Megan threw that hot chicken grease on his head, girl. Because this is bad. This is bad. I saw one comedian, this girl that I shout out to Geisha One on Instagram.
Mm.
She said, how you gonna be out here in a pandemic when your scalp look contagious all by itself? It cracked me the fuck up.
That obligation one because
But
that
I mean, did you wait? You said though that he was like not ashamed of this, right?
no, he's not ashamed of it at all. He's actively tried to get us help for it. He actually had his hairline kind of
Fix.
rebuilt, which is why it looks that way.
But
But
he
he
forgot the
has some.
middle.
They didn't forget the middle. It's just that it consistently falls out. He's been trying. He's tried over the counter things, home remedies. He's even spoken to professionals. Like,
You
but
know
he's not ashamed of it at this point.
they do scalp replacement where they could
You
like
mean you mean hair follow like the hair
yeah,
follicle
yeah, yeah, yeah.
replacement,
Where
John?
they could like take a strip of your good part out the back and move it to
But
the
like
front.
with his hair, that's the thing with
Right.
his hair, the whole thing is shaky. So at this point, he's just like, fuck it. He's like, man, fuck this hat. He was hot. He was hot under the hat. He was like,
Right.
I
I
think
mean,
that's what
I'm
it
not
is.
totally want to talk because I'm having my issues with aging. You know, I got a 5 header
No,
instead of a 4 head now.
but
But
it's all about owning it.
it's that
It's all
that's the thing too. I mean, I
period.
commend him if he's not ashamed. I would commend him
Mhm.
if he's not ashamed, even if he should be. But I commend him if he's not ashamed because I couldn't do this. I could not walk outside.
I think it, well,
I
you
could
said his
not.
eyes looked a little wild. Maybe it was
He
the
did.
substance
I
that
thought
gave
maybe
him
he
the
was like
coverage.
on some pills or something.
He
Because you know
could
that
be because
he
he,
could have been.
like I
Because
said,
you
he
know
shot Megan
I've experimented in substances in
allegedly.
my day, and they make you not give a fuck about shit. They'll make you think that you look good as fuck when you don't. You know what I mean?
or or the one that the Lord gave us that fuck it, just like you know what, I got these light bills I gotta pay, but fuck it,
He
I gotta
still
keep it
lost the
moving.
game though, so it wasn't worth it, girl. It
Oh
wasn't.
my God, why are you so funny? You were wrong.
It
Why are
wasn't
you so
worth it.
wrong?
It was not worth it.
You know what they've been talking about lately? What I've been hearing a lot more of
What?
alien, the talk of aliens. Now I heard this story. It was an American Airlines flight. How do you wait first? How do you feel about aliens?
I'm ready to go. That's how I feel. Let me know when you picking
He's
me
like,
up.
come and duck me from this bullshit down here.
I'm
But
ready to
no,
go. Well, you know, I'm in Honolulu. Oh, we got to let the people know about us too before the end of the show. But
oh
I
yeah,
live in Honolulu, and
I'm in New York right now.
yeah, and we're actually we should give you a
City.
breakdown of our past history. We used to be roommates for a moment back in the day.
Dang.
Or
Yes, we
actually,
go
we
way
wasn't
back.
roommates. I lived with you. I wasn't paying you no money, so I wasn't your roommate. I
No, friends take
was
care of
living with Esther
friends.
for a little bit after some
He's
things
my
happened in my life.
Ohana.
But
No, you're my Ohana. Thank you.
yeah, Ohana is Hawaiian for family. But
Thank you.
there's an alien spacecraft sighting just here in Honolulu a couple weeks ago.
Oh wow. Oh
Yeah.
well,
It
no,
flew
this is
through
not
in the
the
middle
same
of the
one.
night. It crash landed on some island not too far from here called Starbuck Island. And but what was the article that you read?
The one that I read was just an American Airlines flight. I believe it was from February 21st, but the person just wrote this article today. talking about an American Airlines flight where the pilot called into the cockpit called in and he said specifically, he said, "Do you have any targets up here? We just had something right over the top of us." The pilot could be heard saying. And then he also said, "I hate to say this, but it looked like a long cylindrical object that almost looked like a cruise missile type of thing, moving really fast right over the top of us." And the cockpit replied that no, there's nothing. So he really saw something odd just in the sky.
You
And
know,
I mean, they need to come because we don't know what the fuck to do down here.
true.
Period. And we're
And you
starting
know,
to fuck up space.
I've known several pilots over the years, and they have all told me the same thing, where they've seen stuff that just doesn't make sense, and they'll report it, and they'll be like, "No, there's nothing in the area; it's just you." And but you know, if we're really talking about advanced technology, their technology would be so advanced that you wouldn't detect it. You know what I mean? But you
Yeah.
can't hide it
I
from the
just
eye unless you got your cloaking uh,
cloaking
skills on. You know
cloaking
what I mean?
glasses on. No, this is not no Harry Potter cloak and get no. Well,
I
I just
mean,
think it's
advanced
pretty good.
technology is advanced technology. But so with that thing I told you about from here, if
Mhm.
you go to Google Earth and you search Starbuck Island in the Pacific Ocean, you can zoom all the
Off the
I
coast
did
of
it. I wish I
Hawaii.
could show the people, but you should have to go look it up for yourselves, you guys. But I zoomed all the way into Starbuck Island. Starbuck Island is a deserted island. It's really small. It's like a bird sanctuary. But if you zoom
Interesting.
all the way in, it has
You
two
can
points to the
see
island because it's shaped like a diamond. And at the top point, you see this spacecraft that's smashed into the sand, and you see a body that's been like crawling away. It's very interesting. But then again, it's all
that's
conspiracy
creepy. That's
stuff.
what
You
the fuck
never
that sounds like.
know.
That sounds
You
creepy.
never know. It's all conspiracy stuff.
Did you have to add the body crawling away part? I was almost gonna check this out.
I mean, you can't tell that it's a body. It just looks like a body. It looks like a figure crawling away from the spacecraft.
What else do we have on the roster, Mr.
Okay,
Jacoby
so
John?
and sexual talk, so we can get a little kinky with it because we like to keep it spicy, fun, and current for you guys. I saw a trending topic on giving it up to BuzzFeed.com where straight men were admitting to their gay same sex experiences, like they just wanted to give it a try, and they had a whole list of the shit. It was quite hilarious to me. The funniest one I saw was this dude said he was talking to his lesbian girlfriend, and not girlfriend but lesbian friend, and she said
Okay.
that women were better at oral than men were because she was a lesbian. She had experience, she
And
dated men before she decided to come out the closet. So he
right.
went home and he had a few beers and he decided to be like, I want to see if she's right, if it's the same thing for me. So this man goes online and finds some dude, tells him what's up. I'm just drinking at home and I just want to see if a guy is better than a girl at X, Y, and Z. And some thirsty gay man agrees to come over to blow him off as an experiment.
Why you gotta be
And
thirsty? Maybe he could just be a big old freak.
I mean, okay, I'm judging. You're right. You're right.
Mm.
You're right.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna act like I haven't been there before.
Big old
But
freaks, both. Yeah.
right. But he went over there and he gave him a blowjob. And the dude said halfway through it, he realized that he wasn't really into this. And he told the dude, thank you for trying. But, this is just not my thing. My question lies in where is the line of experimenting with your sexuality, or is there even a line? Because I have had experiences before with men and women. I know what I like,
Hmm.
but I have a line that I could draw as to like, but I guess I've had to go through these experiences to figure out my line. And I
I
know
think
my
he found
line
his
now.
line. I mean, he went into it. He was even, had the liquid courage. That didn't help him. He was very clear, like, nah, I'm good. And that
But
was the
see,
line for
liquid
him.
courage helps, but then sometimes it doesn't help. You know what I mean? It might
Um,
help you. It might help you mentally think like I want to give this a go, but then you can't
mhm,
really get up. You know what I mean?
right. No, I don't think the limit that I will put for finding out one's own sexuality is when you're starting to hurt other people in the process of finding yourself.
Good
You
point.
must think
Very good
I'm
point.
very serious. Yeah, that's the. But he told the guy what was up. My thing is if more people would just like be more honest with themselves and their partners. At the end
Mhm.
of the day, like I'm still finding myself. I'm gonna go do this. Like, are you cool with it? And if you're not, well, we have to part ways because I'm still gonna go figure this shit out. You feel
Right.
me? So I'm happy the way he did it. And he told his wife.
No, the guy wasn't married. He was single.
Oh, okay.
But you know
See,
what?
but
You're
those
right.
people,
You know, when I think about any past experiences I've had, dishonesty is the number one. Trust and dishonesty. Those are really big deal
factors,
breakers
yeah, deal breakers
when
and
it
factors.
comes to, is this gonna work? You know what I mean? Because if I can't trust
Yeah.
you, oh, my neck hurt. It's not
And
gonna work.
no, you're fine. And number one, people have to like
What
find
were you
themselves.
mentioning to me before we started the show about a transgender, some new law?
Oh no, it's well, it's a law that was already in place um since 2019, but because we had 4 years of Republican control over the Senate, I believe it wasn't active, but Senate, I believe, just passed the fact that transgenders people cannot be discriminated based upon their sexuality or their sexual orientation or anything of that nature in regards to the workforce, just anything, getting a place to stay, living,
Right.
everything everybody else can do. So round of applause
Right.
for
Yes. Moving
round
forward.
of, yeah, we're
We
moving
have to support
forward.
our trans community because what has been happening over the past few years is just ridiculous. So
I
shout
mean,
outs to
and
all our trans followers, and we support you and you support us. You
LGBT
know,
all the
trannies are
way.
really the best people I have ever met in my life. Like no
Why do
joke.
you
Like
say that?
seriously.
Don't
Like
tell you got to tell me
I've
why.
met. I used to have a ton of trans. Well, I used to let. I had this friend. She was a tranny,
Hmm.
transgender. I don't want to be
Yeah, I
politically
was gonna
incorrect,
say, what's the
but
terms?
she stayed with me for a while, and they're just, but you know what, just as even like as a gay guy, we're the coolest
Hmm.
people in the world. And even as black women, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
heterosexual even, we're the coolest people in
Hmm.
the world because we have been through so much. We have been put down, beat down. We fight to be
Yeah,
who
just
we
to be
really are,
ourselves.
that we can't help but to be cool because we've been through too much to not be cool.
Yeah,
You know what I
very much
mean?
so. Yeah, it's like we've been through too much. It's like, it's the little things. We're enjoying the little things. We're just gonna coast on. We're good. Like the things that we've had to fight for is just the minuscule things, but we see it as so big because we never got the opportunity to freely do it. And
Right.
it's time. I think the time is now. No
Right.
time like the present, right?
Okay, you know what? I think the people need to get to know us, right? So like
Yes, I agree.
we who we are, how we identify, orientation wise, gender wise.
Mhm.
I think the politically correct term for me would be a cisgender male, with like just a regular gay guy who likes other guys. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
I'm clearly, gay. I mean, I've had experiences, but I'm just a cis gay guy, I guess. The in-house queer.
And I'm the queen, and I'm a sapiosexual. That's how I identify. That's number one for me. So you want to know what that means?
Yeah, define sapiosexual for us because that sounds like some
Sapiosexual.
Stone Age shit to me.
Oh, stop hating.
I'm not
Sa-
hating. I'm just trying to understand.
no, I believe you. Sapiosexuality is when you're attracted to intelligence, knowledge,
Oh
like
yeah.
someone who can teach me some shit. If you could fuck my mind, you can fuck me. Pretty much. I think
Well,
that's a good.
well, all right.
Yeah.
But you know what I
Sorry.
mean? I agree with you. Mental stimulation is the best stimulation. You know what I mean? As far as like dating and love, like I like, I was raised in a way where love has no, by my grandmother, that love has no image.
No sex. Yeah,
Love is
no.
just a feeling. You could love anything, even
That's
sexually. So
tone.
like I have experiences where like I'll see like this twinky little skinny feminine gay guy and I'm just like, ooh, I want some of that. Or I'll see like
Mm.
this 6'4" Greek god. I'm like,
Beer.
ooh, I want some
Mm.
of that. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm open in those aspects. But I know I like masculinity. Like, I dated an FTM once, a woman transitioned to
Mm-hmm.
be a man. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I
Like,
know.
I'm open, but there's some shit I guess I
You like
wouldn't do.
masculinity. You want somebody who could domineer you because we're very.
Not necessarily because I
You want
like.
someone who could put you in your place because we're very loud personalities. Like we want you to be able to do that. If
I
you can do it,
mean,
you can do it. If you cannot do it, you cannot do it, right?
yes and no, because yes, but like I said, like I've been attracted to Twinkie guys before who are like feminine, and like I would be more masculine than them. But I mean, they could
Yeah.
be bitchy and like still like. I mean, I don't know. I do like. I don't know.
Dominance.
Either
A
way it
level of
goes, we
dominance
can save the rest of those experiences
for
for another
later.
episode. But I mean, yeah, that's who I am, and that's who you are, and we're the queer and the queen. You know what I mean? Coming at you.
Definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Follow
Yes.
us on all of our social media. You'll see that down below.
Yes, and
And
thank
you're
you
going to
for
definitely hear
experiencing
from
this
us.
first episode with us. We're gonna get
Yeah.
better. We're gonna get more current events. We're gonna have more fun. That if you want
You're
some
going to learn
fun,
more about us,
you're gonna learn
talk
more
with
about
us
us, and
more.
you're gonna have a good time doing it because that's what this is all about for us. We have so much fun together on a regular basis, just talking. We decided to
Definitely.
start sharing it with the world because it's such a shame for all of this fun awesomeness to go to waste. So
To
now
go
you
to
get a piece of
ways.
us.
Okay.
But as I always say, if you follow me on social media and follow her on social media, I always end everything with love yourself and don't forget to smile.
Yes.